Alrighty, it's your boy Zeoxys, and we're back with another Bleach Brave Souls video. Now, this video is gonna be more of like I don't know exactly how I'm gonna title the video, but I have like the idea of the video. It's basically like, I guess you could say, is it worth playing BBS 2023? Not really. It's like what BBS has to offer, right? We're just gonna kind of look back on more of like the Thousand Year Blood War anime and like BBS. We're just gonna talk about stuff like that, right? So there is in theory a lot of stuff in terms of characters. There's a lot to expect coming out this year, which is great, right? I think this year is going to be one of the most hype years, if not probably the most hype year in Bleach Brave Souls, because we're just going to get a boatload of Thousand Year Blood War, or at least we're hoping to, right? As you guys know, the Bleach anime has ended weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, I think. Or a couple months, not a couple, maybe a month or two. I don't know how long. It's probably been 2 months now since Bleach ended, right? But the thing is, Bleach Brave Souls didn't really do anything with the Thousand Year Blood War, even though it made the most sense they would. I know a lot of people are like, it's never that serious, but it's just like, and I say it all the time, if Bleach hasn't been relevant for 10 years, right? And the only reason why people are talking about Bleach because of Thousand Year Blood War, right? Probably during that time period, the reason why people were started playing Bleach Brave Souls was for Thousand Year Blood War. It's like, it just doesn't make sense that you're not doing anything with Thousand Year Blood War, right? They didn't like completely do nothing. Like, they had these characters, right? The Chad, Ichigo, and Uryu, who actually do have the rerun right now. And these guys were like anime opening characters, right? Right. I wouldn't say they were actually like the Uryu, for example. The Uryu, this ultimate for this Uryu doesn't like it. They're from the first episode of the anime, right? But they never did anything after this, right? They never did anything after these three, and these guys came out October ish, like maybe 4 months now. The September, so October, November, December, January, basically 4 months now. These characters came out, and then they didn't really do anything after this, right? I mean, I guess they had this, which wasn't Thousand Year Blood War, but there's no question these three characters were heavily inspired by Thousand Year Blood War, because literally, I guess when they started, like, I didn't want to say start promoting these characters in the show, but when these characters, you could say, were somewhat relevant in this show, Mayuri, Kisuke, and Akon, that's when they just put these characters out, right? Like, they definitely chose these three characters because of Thousand Year Blood War. There's no question with the timing of the show. So it's like they knew what they were doing, with the timing of the show and everything. And then these characters dropping out, they definitely knew exactly what they were doing, right? But then they just ended up never doing Thousand Year Blood War at all. Now, this end of the month, like literally, because last end of the month or end of the year, you could say, with Spirits Are For With You, everybody, and I mean everybody, is expecting Thousand Year Blood War for this end of the year. We can't have premium again because look, let me show you. This was the last Thousand Year Blood War end of the month, right? After that, it was a premium end of the month. After that month, it was another premium end of the month. And then after that, it was Spirits Are For With You, right? And if you look before the Thousand Year Blood War here, because people kept chatting this to me, they kept saying, oh, Thousand Year Blood War was so close ago, right? We haven't had Spirits Are For With You in forever. The month before that was Spirits Are Forever With You, right? So I'm not saying it's gonna be Thousand Year Blood War because that's how it is, but for the people who were saying, "Oh, we haven't had Spirit Suffer with you in such a long time," even though it was 1 month before the Thousand Year Blood War, that means off that logic, we should get Thousand Year Blood War this end of the month, because now, in theory, it would be a long time, according to the people who said, "Oh, we haven't had Spirit Suffer with you in a long time," even though they came out a month before the Thousand Year Blood War, right? And now we just got them, and now I guess in theory, off your logic, that means this end of the month would have to be Thousand Year Blood War, right? Even if this end of the year or end of the month isn't Thousand Year Blood War, I'm not going to completely like complain. Like, it's not like, oh, no matter what they drop, I'm not gonna, I'm just not gonna be happy if it's not Thousand Year Blood War. But it's like, we now have, especially since the anime is done. I guess some people were saying it's because the anime is ongoing. They couldn't, but now they have no reason. Like they have no reason why they can't drop the anime characters in the game. Right now, obviously, if they do Thousand Year Blood War, I'm not expecting it to be Unohana and Kenpachi at this point. I thought they would only be like Unohana and Kenpachi because end of the year was hype, and they would be hype for end of the year. Right? There's no question. Everybody loved that. Right? If we do get Thousand Year Blood War, I'm expecting it to be Eburn and them. I don't know who I would like and them would be. I guess Eburn, Opie. I guess the name's not Opie, it's like OPI or something like that. It's crazy. And then I don't know who the next one would be, right? But I'm not expecting it to be Unohana and Kenpachi. If it is, great. If it's not, whatever. If it's not even Thousand Year Blood War, at that point, it's whatever too. I just feel like at that moment, it's like also for the anniversary, right? It's like at hype moments, you want hype characters, right? Obviously, I'm not saying these three are not hype, right? They're beyond Bankai's, but of course, everybody's expectation was Thousand Year Blood War, so kind of dialed down the hype. I think if these characters came out maybe before Thousand Year Blood War was a thing, everybody would be as hyped, like super hyped for them. There's no way, because again, I made a video about this, but Toshiro, out of all the Beyond Bankai characters, is the most popular one. And there's no way that his release got the most hate for Spirit Trapper with you. It just doesn't make sense, right? So it was just that we were expecting Thousand Year Blood War, right? So yeah, I'm not gonna have my prediction video for end of the month now. I'll do that another day. But this year expect a lot of Thousand Year Blood War characters, hopefully, right? I mean, at least from the first part. I'm praying to God they don't flop, right? I really hope they don't flop. I hope they don't only do Thousand Year Blood War like for big celebrations. So like part 2 Annie, spring, right? I'm actually hoping Thousand Year Blood War like every like I don't know actually how it wouldn't matter to me, honestly. I'm not expecting Thousand Year Blood War every month, but like maybe every 3. That might be crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That might be crazy. Not really, because this wasn't even that long. This was what we had: Thousand Year Blood War, Thousand Year Blood War, Spirit Trapper with you, then Thousand Year Blood War. So yeah, 3 months maybe. That was actually not even what. So yeah, in terms of content, I already made a video yesterday or 2 days ago saying how I don't think Bleach Brave Souls is gonna get much more content in terms of new game modes, right? Obviously, we're gonna get a lot, and we're gonna get new stages for Senkaimon. We probably will get a new Senkaimon. Obviously, new epic raids, of course, new points event, more story, more sub story. Like we're just gonna get the common stuff, right? But in terms of a brand new game mode, don't expect, unless they have like a Thousand Year Blood War type game mode, right? Which I don't think they will. Like I think at this point, now that Thousand Year Blood War is done, it's just going to look so stupid of BBS to now only do Thousand Year Blood War. It's not going to look so stupid, but it's like any other game would have taken advantage, right? When Dokkan got Heroes, they took advantage of it, right? Same as Legends. When Grand Cross or when Seven Deadly Sins got the Bellion movie, they took advantage. Like any other game will take advantage of whatever is going on during that period, right? For the actual anime, right? But Bleach, Brave Souls, I don't know what happened. Right? Like literally all these characters, we were expecting again Thousand Year Blood War every single month, right? But we were definitely expecting Thousand Year Blood War for end of the year. So yeah, I don't know. It's like I think Thousand Year Blood War obviously will still be hype, but it's like, you know, how long is it gonna take, right? But again, off the logic of the people who told me, oh, Spirit Trapper with you, we haven't had that so long. We had so many Thousand Year Blood War banners. We just had one recently, which was this one. Like in that month, we had 2,000 Year Blood War banners, right? So sure, that made sense. But some people were saying because we just got the Chad, Uryu, and Ichigo, we haven't had Spirit Trapper with you in so long. But they were the month before, right? So if you off that logic, if we just got Spirit Star Forever with you, it doesn't work like this at all. Bleach Brave Souls doesn't work like this for the people who are wondering. But for those people who are saying that, off of that logic, because we got Spirit Star Forever with you last month, that means this month should be Thousand Year Blood War, right? It doesn't work like that, but that's how they're implying it should work, right? Basically. So I'll hold y'all to that for the people who said that nonsense. But I mean, if it is, hey, I mean, I'm not complaining because I want Thousand Year Blood War. It's a win-win for me. But yeah, what I'm expecting though for the end of the year, or not end of the year, like what I'm mainly expecting them to fix though is honestly accessory tickets please bring them up from 1% to 3% for regular tickets. Like, I don't know where they are at. Right? Regular tickets, I don't know where they are, right? But just regular Brave Battle, not Brave Battle. What are these tickets called? Brave Soul tickets. Yeah, regular Brave Souls tickets. Just bring them from 1% to 3. That's all I ask for this year. In terms of the characters, you guys drop whoever you want. Drop as many, like, do whatever you want for the characters. I could care less about these at this point. I just want the accessory rate to go from 1% to 3%. Besides that, you can keep going on about your game with new epic raids and no new actual, like, new content, just new epic raids and new Senkaimon stages and stuff like that. I'm not gonna complain for those, right? At the end of the day, whatever gives me rewards is what I'm happy with, right? Epic raids and Senkaimon, they give me mad rewards, right? So why would I gonna complain about that? Not to mention the Gate of what's the Senkaimon called? Gate of Oblivion. Is that the one where they add stages? I think that's the one where they add stages. Yeah, so Gate of Oblivion, they open every like month or two, whatever, right? So I'm not sure exactly what I'm expecting for Bleach Brave Souls this year, but you guys definitely let me know what you guys think should be happening this year. Again, for characters, I'm sure we hopefully should get some type of can't speak today. Can't speak today. Some representation of Thousand Year Blood War. Like, my gosh, can't speak. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I cannot speak. I'll see you guys next time, bro. Thank you guys, and I'm out. Bye.